This is Trojan News.
Welcome to this edition of Trojan News. I'm Gianni.
And I'm Selena.
We'll be your host for today. Welcome back to another week of Trojan News. This has been an exciting week at Worthington High School. Fall sports are officially at a close as the volleyball team lost 3-0 in the section tournament to second-ranked Wilmer last Wednesday.
Winter sports are restarting immediately. Make sure you get registered and pass your physical to partake in athletes this winter.
The fall play is nearing its showing, which will be on November 6th and 7th at Memorial Auditorium. Go out and support our thespians who have worked hard on their craft.
Our first story is about one of the newest classes at Worthington High School. The Corridor 69 CEO class allows for students with internship mid gain meaningful experience with local business and community leaders. Trojan News journalist Angel has a report CEO.
CEO class is a recent addition to the courses available at Worthington High School. CEO is a class that helps students who dream of becoming entrepreneurs find out what type of company they want to run or what career and business they want to pursue. Jaden Chavez is a WHS senior in the CEO class. Chavez appreciates how the CEO class is preparing him for the trials and tribulations of career development.
In the CEO program, I'm probably gonna do guitar or like a little group thing because I'm already in a group. But like in the future, I want to be like a plumber. To be honest, like getting out of class and we get to like have a lot of free time. It's like very laid back. It's easy, but like I just need a lot and get the work done. That's it.
Allison Rivera is a senior at WHS and is also part of the CEO class. As part of class, Allison and the other students involved with the CEO have to wake up extra early in the morning to attend meetings with instructors and local business leaders.
I say I want to own a company, although I'm more into the business of bank. I want to own a bank and, all the other small companies. I'm planning to go to college first, and then I'm going to get my associates in accounting, and then my bachelor's in finance, and then I'm going to work in a bank for a couple of years, and then I'm going to get my bachelor's again in business.
Roxanne Hayenga is the facilitator for the CEO class. She asks students to share information about what type of businesses they want to run and questions about entrepreneurship. She also helps them in teams and helps them communicate with each other. By the end of all this, Roxanne hopes that her students can look back their strides and use the things that they learn in class.
Hi, I'm Roxanne Hanga, and I'm the CEO 59 Corridor Facilitator for the 25-26 school year. So unlike a lot of the other classes at the high school, I'm not really considered a teacher. They call me a facilitator, which actually means instead of me sharing information and wanting the students to regurgitate that back, I ask questions and help them explore different things that relate to entrepreneurship and owning their own business. So this is learning what it takes to finance a business, what it takes to create a business, how to network with people, how to bring an idea into something that actually hopefully makes money, and how to also work with teammates, also do a lot of communicating, whether it's with the facilitator, whether it's with the board members, whether it's with people in the community.
The CEO class is a great addition to Worthington High School as it allows students to learn about entrepreneurship and figure out what type of businesses they want to create. Find out our next $1 million idea while taking CEO. This has been Christian, aka Sonic, speeding out for Trojan News.
Hey Zulima, I have $1 million idea that they could use in CEO.
What's that, Johnny? I could use $500,000.
We should buy the license to the Worthington High School song and stream it on Spotify. Imagine the amount of streams we could get.
Hello, Hollywood, here I come.
Yes, I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing.
Careful now, Trey is going to sue us if you keep that up.
Well, we do not want that. It would take away our hard-earned millions. Our next story is about the school song. The Worthington school song is an original score and has a grand history. The Trojan News journalist Jordan has our story.
Worthington High, the beginning of the school song for WHS, created all the way back in the 50s by two students and their band director. Talai Gach, a player for the Trojan football team, tells us what he knows about the school song.
I know that the band plays it before every game as part of their pep band, and I know that like when there's a touchdown or a goal or something exciting happens during a sporting event, they go ahead and play that song.
Caleb Watson, another player on the Trojan football team, tells us what it means to know the song.
To show like our Trojan pride and other things like that, like and like show how much we care about the school and how much like our coaches and other things put into us to like show our Trojan pride and things like that.
Mr. Thompson, the band director for the high school, tells us some history behind the school song.
So the school song was originally written by a couple of students and a band director named Jerry Niemeyer. And then I don't know if it was originally written down or just kind of taught, but in the 60s or 70s, another band director by the name of Glenn Evenson wrote the song itself, wrote the tune that we know today, and then the words were originally written by two students. I gotta look at their names here. Ethel Hokie and June Thomas were the original students that wrote the words.
Mr. Thompson also explained how often the school song is played and why he plays it so often.
It's played a lot. We play it to open every pep band. We play it to introduce teams as they come into the sport. We play it at the end of every half while we're there. It's always, if the band is playing, it's usually the first and the last thing that we play. And we do that just because it's a school song. It's important, and people should know what it is, even if they don't know the lyrics. So we play it a lot so people know what it is.
Talai also tells us what he thinks why the school song was created and why its importance.
I think it was created to show or raise the spirits of our school, bring everybody together, and to give us something that we want to play for and work hard for.
Mr. Thompson explains why he thinks students should know it, why it's played, and the importance of the song to the school.
I think the big thing is you should know it. You should have a general idea of what the words are and what they mean, and when you hear it, stand up and clap along. You see a lot of the adults doing it, but you don't see many students doing it, take some pride in it and, get up and be a part of it. It's your song as much as it is, your parents' song or your grandparents' song even.
Worthington High, praise her up to the sky. Fight for her colors, fight for her fame. Show your pep and help in this game. Rah, 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 cheer for her girls, cheer for her boys. Win this game and we'll make some noise. Step on the gas and give her the gun. Rah, rah for Worthington.
This has been Jordan Garcia for Trojan News.
At Worthington High, we're a crew who study. Well, sometimes. It's true. We laugh, cheer, and play, then cram all the way, and still yell, "Go Trojans" on cue.
Hey Johnny, have you given up playing Clash of Clans?
Yeah, I gave it up a while ago.
Well, that's cool and all, but the best Clash of Clans player in this district is by far Natalie, who is a Trojan new class. Her group worked their next story.
Yes, she did. It is our story on school lunch. To make Worthington Public School run, it takes a small army from custodians, paras, teachers, and maybe most importantly, the food service workers. Trojan News journalist Hosanna Ta has our behind-the-scene look into school lunch.
Lunch is a quintessential part of a student's day, from chicken, potatoes, and gravy to walking tacos to hot dogs and burgers. School lunch is there for us all, no matter your preferences. Students and staff have indubious taste about the lunch system here at the high school.
I think the Fiestada pizza because it's pizza. It's really good. Yeah.
Chili and cinnamon rolls.
My favorite lunch, it's gotta be the chicken noodle and soup.
Students articulate their perspectives on the less favorable aspects of their lunch experience.
I would change so that sophomores can go out to eat because the school lunch is not all that. And you can quote me on that.
The worst thing about lunch is obviously the lines. I'm not waiting that long to eat school food.
Lunchtime, a daily pause in the busy rhythm of high school life. Here, Michaela shares what she enjoys most about this midday break and what parts of lunch she could happily live without.
Hanging out with my friends, and yeah, just seeing my friends, laughing with my friends. Yeah. Anything with pork, because I can't have pork. Yeah.
Deanne Kroll is the head of food services at ISD 518. She is in charge of organizing menus and making sure the ingredients arrive fresh and ripe for school lunches. Kroll chose to work in lunch services because it allowed her freedom of her schedule. Now she gives back as the head of a multi-building department.
I've been working in food service in the school system since 1989. So a long time. I've been food service director in Worthington for 13 years. I was food service director in Iowa for 20 years before that. So I have a lot of experience. Good question. That was a lot of years ago. I think I first started out in it because it was a job that worked well with my children. You know, I could be on their schedules, do their games, work when they worked, be home when they did. But the more I got into it, the more I saw the need for good nutrition and great meals for kids. So that's where I started at.
In the grand chronicle of high school life, the lunch line stands as an enduring institution, debated, devoured, and occasionally dreaded. Yet, its legacy as the epicenter of student society remains utterly undeniable. This has been Hosanna for Trojan News.
My favorite school lunch is hands down the cheese quesadilla. What about yours, Gianni?
I'm partial to the country fried steak with mashed potatoes and gravy.
Now that is a good choice.
You know what else is a good choice? Getting involved in one of Worthington High School's many clubs and extracurriculars. The rest of our broadcast, we are going to highlight just a few of many great extracurricular options here at Worthington High School.
One extracurricular that is always looking for new members in the student council, Trojan New journalist Cindy has a story on Go.
The Student Council is an open club and is an important part of our school. They represent students' interest and organize events for the community. Mr. Nunez is the Student Council advisor and helps guide students through school activities. He will now share how he maintains being an advisor and also allowing students to be independent.
So what we try to do as supervisors is to help guide them on kind of making their vision come true for what they want to do. So like definitely like for homecoming, they all have a whole bunch of different ideas. So we just, we let them go with it, but we guide them, and then, we get approval for certain things. So, like Potter Puff we had this year, so brought that back. They really wanted it, and they made it happen, but, we had to work on the approval, and, we got that approval from Mr. Hastings, Mr. Brands, Mr. Dale, and so that's kind of what we do. So we kind of just do the behind-the-scenes stuff, making sure we're all good to go on whatever we do. But our student council girls do a really good job of making their vision come true.
Mr. Nunez now shares more information and details about the Student Council.
So we do kind of whole group meetings every first and third Friday of the month, and that's a chance for our officers to hear from whoever comes in and share their opinions on what's happening. Student Council is an open club, so you don't have to be elected to be in it. Definitely come to these open meetings that we have, make your voice heard. Our officers are really good of listening to everyone and listening to their feedback and taking that and making sure that everyone's heard. So,
Felicity Steinley is a junior that represents the Student Council. She now shares how she communicates with fellow Student Council members.
I talk a lot, so I think that kind of helps. Sharing my opinion. I'm not extremely opinionated or anything, but I'm not scared to share my opinion, specifically when we're trying to come up with different ideas and stuff like that.
Felicity now shares how WHS can have more school spirit.
More events, maybe something that could show more school spirit or different activities that could help bring up our school spirit. for during the pep rally this year, we tried something a little different for games. And I was kind of hoping that we could do like musical chairs or something, but maybe next year.
Cindy Woodbury is the student council president and is the voice of the student body. She now shares why she ran for student council president.
Me and my friend Liv seen the application and we decided that we don't have much spirit in our school and we wanted to kind of help to get more.
Kennedy now shares some activities that student council will have during the school year.
Yeah, so we've done homecoming already, and trunk or treat is coming up. We're doing snow coming, and then towards the end of the year we do like senior send-offs and stuff like that.
Overall, the student council is an important part of the WHS. They act as a voice for students and represent student interests. This has been Cindy for Trojan News.
You can join AOK by speaking with a member or stopping by Counselor Hetkerson's office. I heard she has snacks.
Did you hear about the Worthington FFA group, which left to go to nationals this week?
No, I did not, but that's a pretty big honor for them.
The Worthington FFA Ag Group team of Madison, Steve, I don't know, say all those names.
In AOK, people can make art they want to make with what they have there, as well as make new friends there. Here's Emily Marie, co-president, elaborating on what they do in AOK.
I feel like, yeah, definitely. We have a new type of activity every week, and people can do whatever they want using the materials we have.
AOK hosts activities for the members to partake in.
B-roll. I think it has to be when we do scavenger hunts. It definitely lets the kids, talk to each other more, get to know each other, and then also just, enjoy themselves.
In AOK, people do crafts, host friendly competitions, chill, and watch movies. This is Adriana De Leon explaining why she enjoys AOK.
Just different crafts and stuff like that. You meet new friends along the way. You honestly just have fun all the way around.
Students from the middle school created this as a place to do crafts and hang out. This went on into high school and has now become a club where people hang out and do all sorts of things. The current advisor of AOK is Ms. Hendrickson.
AOK, we just, so it stands for Artist Optimus Kiwanis. So Optimus and Kiwanis are groups here in the community that we work with. Pretty much we just do art-based projects that can be used in the community or here at the high school.
AOK does stuff like competitions. They recently did a clay competition, but they do a whole lot of stuff where everyone can feel included.
We do all sorts of stuff. The kids are constantly telling me some new things they want to do, and I've never heard of these kind of art projects before. Recently we just did a clay competition, so that was one material we've used. Some other things we've done, sometimes we paint, we do sidewalk chalk. We have a thing coming up, we're gonna do bottle cap pins. Getting that together. So just painting bottle caps and putting them on pins per se. So think of Up with Ellie and Carl, like that pin.
AOK is a place where all, artistic or not, you'll be welcome to have fun and make crafts with them all. If you want to express yourself in crafts, you'll find your place in AOK. This has been Jennifer for Trojan News.
You can join AOK by speaking with a member or stopping by Counselor Hetkerson's office. I hear she has snacks.
Did you hear about the Worthington FFA group, which left to go to nationals this week?
No, I did not, but that is a pretty big honor for them.
The Worthington FFA Egg Communications team of Madison Sive, Miranda Woodboom, Liv Vanderkoy, and Kennedy Woodbury were in Indianapolis this week of this recording for the national convention. The group placed first in the state convention last April.
Well, that ties in a really nice with our final story of an FFA. The Worthington FFA chapter is a Marique extracurricular with over 80 members involved. Trojan News journalist Fiona has a report on FFA.
Everyone at WHS knows FFA. You've heard the name or seen members around school, but do you really know what a meeting looks like or what positions there are? Today, we're taking a closer look at the people behind FFA and what happens in the chapter. Most WHS students know FFA and what it stands for.
The FFA motto is learning to do, doing to learn, earning to live, living to serve.
To learn more about what goes on behind the scenes, we spoke with President Madison Sieve, who explained the different positions and their roles.
So we have a lot of different officer roles in our chapter. I'm the president this year, and my job is to do all the agendas for the officer meetings and the chapter meetings. The vice president is to help assist the president, and then all the officers as well, they help with organizing events and stuff like that.
We also talked to Vice President Miranda Whitboom about what meetings are actually like.
Yeah, so we gather as a chapter. We usually try and have 6 to 8 meetings a year, and we usually have them different themed. So for example, in September we had a back to school meeting where all the members of our chapter can come to the ag shop, gather, and we did a grill out. So they grilled hamburgers and hot dogs and pork burgers. And then we played beanbags, so we set up the beanbags outside of the egg shop, had a beanbag tournament. And then we also do community service activities through our region, so everyone in our region does the same thing. Once a month there's a different activity. And this past month we made birthday baskets, so we put together things to make cakes and for birthday parties, and then brought those to the food pantry for people to have a birthday party.
To get a closer look at the meetings, we asked her to tell us one thing that not many people know about.
The whole officer team meets once a month, usually the first Tuesday of each month at 7:15, and that's usually where we brainstorm, come up with ideas, and try and make our chapter better, basically. And then we also do Member of the Month, is something that we started last year, new, so we kind of try and keep our eyes peeled for someone that has been working hard, showing leadership qualities, wanting to make our FFA better. And last month was Wilson Malberg, and so if you're an FFA member, make sure you keep those qualities up and we'll choose you for October.
Then we asked FFA teacher Mr. Schmidt about the primary goal of FFA.
Primary goal of Worthington FFA is to get kids involved, trying new things, learning about agriculture in our local area.
He also shared the best way for students to join the chapter.
If a student wanted to join, they should talk to any of the officers or any of the advisors, Mrs. Funk, Mr. Tripp, or myself.
FFA has been part of Worthington High School for many years. At the moment, the chapter has around 50 active members from all different grades. Upcoming events include the fruit sale from October 14 to November 11 and the fall meeting on November 13 where members can carve pumpkins. FFA is more than just a club. It's a team that works together and makes a difference. This has been Fiona reporting for Trojan News.
Thanks for watching this edition of Trojan News. This has been Gianni.
And Sulema.
See you next time.